about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Hey guys, we're back again. My name is Sandra. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I'm going to start doing makeup. I'm going out for a date night. It's a real date night for a change. Chad's coming with me. He got laid off today from work. So we have no job. We're going to go and not be stressed. And I'm sick, so I don't even know if I can sing. I'm going to start with Caudalie Beauty Elixer. All right, so I didn't put in contacts yet, so I'm going to have to do that step in a little bit. I'm going to start doing eyes first because the colors I have in mind are really dark. I'm going to potentially put these two palettes together. So I'm going to use Full Romance with the Cosmos palette because I love the sparkle in there, and I think it's going to be very magical. So I'm going to start with my Rare Beauty primer. All over the lid. It's very lucky that I cleaned all of my brushes because, you know, I knew I had to do my makeup, so I was going to need them to be clean. I'm going to start with blending out my eye primer with my Rare Beauty brush. This is a concealer brush. Okay, so I'm going to start with Full Romance, and I'm going into the green shades. So I'm going to start with Twilight. Actually, let's start with Leather. I think Leather is a really good place to start. So I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush, tap it into Leather, and I'm going to start right in the crease. And I always say this, I'm going to start above the crease because I want the shadow to actually show up on my eye, and if I blend it too low, you can't even see it. And this is a transition color, so it's just going to make the other colors on my lid blend so naturally. Okay, so I'm switching brushes. I'm going to keep this one out to go back and blend with after. I'm going to go in with an E25. Still a blending brush, but it is a little bit slimmer. So I'm going in to Twilight now, which is the matte green color. It's kind of like this gray green color, but it's important to tap off the brush. Even though I'm not don't have my makeup done, it's still important to tap it off just to prevent any fallout. So I'm adding this to the outside corner here, blending up toward that crease just to define my eye a little bit here. Okay, so I'm going to use the same brush to kind of gently blend out. I'm going to gently blend this up and out, and then we're going to go back into that first brush and then really blend out that outside area. So I'm just going to bring it up a little bit above the crease, kind of onto my upper lid here. My area towards my brow bone. Okay, and then once it's about even, I'm going to take my fluffy brush, and I'm not adding any more of that leather color. I'm just using what's on the brush and I'm blending it out. Okay, and then I'm going in with the shade Thorns. It's right here. Tapping with the other side of the brush, tapping my brush off once again, and adding this to the main part of the lid. So far, it looks really, really dark, and it's going to show up even darker once I get my makeup on because my eyes, like my skin is a little bit darker than my makeup that I use. So tapping it on, blending right up to the dark outer corner. Actually, that really blends quite nice. It's supposed to be like a shimmery metallic shade, but it actually is coming across as more matte. And I am kind of packing this on. I'm not really blending it per se. That actually looks quite nice. This is going to be more of a, it's a fall, definitely fall look, but it's going to be more of like a, kind of like a Christmas holiday look, like more of a glam feel, kind of going into the holidays. Okay, So let's go into the Cosmos palette and see what I can add on top to make it shimmery. I want to go into Quasar. Oh no! Okay, Super Cluster is gone. Okay, I'm going into Quasar, which is more of that like lemony green shade in the palette. If you put it on your finger, it kind of comes off as green. If you add it on top of Galaxy, it's definitely green. I'm going to tap this on top. And you can see it kind of comes off as that green sparkle. I don't know if I love that because it kind of looks more like, literally it kind of looks more Galaxy. But you know what? That would be fun for the holidays. It's kind of going with more like matte looks. But that's pretty actually. I'm just going to see where it goes. Using your finger is definitely better because the shimmer payoff is really, really nice. That's actually quite pretty. Okay, so what we're going to do is go off camera. Actually, I might not have to go off camera. I can do my makeup on camera with you guys. Okay, my child is being really good. He's in his crib. I'm going to start with primer. I'm using my Caliray primer. Move this onto my entire face. It does make my skin feel silky smooth. Okay, and then for foundation, I'm going to use my Kosas foundation again because I love this shade so much. It's light, medium, neutral, olive 210. Just going to give it a little shake. So I'm going to put some on the back of my hand, just like a pump and a half, and I'm going to start blending. And as soon as I'm done blending, we will be right back. Okay, so I just also added a nice refreshing mist on top of my foundation. I don't want it to look cakey. I want it to look beautiful and glowy. So that's the look we're going for today. I'm going to use some concealer to set underneath my eyes. I always add a little bit around my nose to cover up any veins. Okay, and just some underneath my eyes. And then we go in and we blend that out. So I'm using the same concealer brush I used prior. Okay, and I'm going in and I'm blending this out. So I think what I'll do is I'm also going to let it get tacky first because I find that it holds better, like the coverage holds better if I just kind of let it sit on the skin. So I'm going to let it sit. It's not blended out, as you can tell. I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade 4 Medium, and I'm going to add it to the high points of my face. So a little bit on my cheekbones, on my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, a little bit on the forehead, and I'm going to go back in with the same brush that I used for my foundation because it's also going to just blend and make everything look beautiful and seamless with that foundation already on the brush. And all this does is it adds a little bit more glow, a little bit more natural of a look while keeping your skin beautiful and luxurious and shimmery. So I'm going back in with that brush to finish touching up around the eye area. Okay, going back in with the foundation brush, going over the concealer a bit. So the thing with this concealer is it's very hydrating. So for me with already dry skin, it's perfect. Okay, so now I'm going in with my Easy Bake and Snatch powder by Huda Beauty. This is the shade Pound Cake. I initially go in with a small brush meant for under eyes. And this does have like, I don't know if it's like sparkle reflex or something, but it definitely has that glow down. So it refines and it brightens and it just looks amazing under the eye. I love this. I love it as a powder for the entire face, but I adore it under the eye. And I don't think I've ever baked. I think I've tried it a long time ago when I first started my channel, like my main channel, like 5 years ago. I did try baking, and I didn't like it. I don't bake. That's not what I do here. I just use it to set the product. I'm just going to go over my forehead because I noticed that the foundation was kind of starting to settle here. Okay, and then once I'm done setting with powder, I will go in with my eyebrow pencil and I will touch up my brows. And I set them in place with a brow gel, and we will be right back. Okay guys, so I feel like I need something on my lips. My lips are a little dry. I'm going to use this Peach Price Tag lip gloss by Jeffree Star. It's called The Gloss, but I'm going to outline my lips first. I don't know what that looks like with this shade. I'm just going to see what I've got. So I think I'll use the Morphe Love Bite because I love that color. And I was thinking of doing like a bright red lipstick, but I don't know how that would look with green. So I think I'll leave it like this. So that is done. I'm not going to contour, but I will go in with some blush. What better blush palette to use but my Blushing Lights by Pat McGrath. I'm going to pull out my blush brush and apply this color here. It's almost like a salmon color. It kind of matches the lip gloss actually, and it goes really pretty with green. So I'm going to add that to the cheeks, blend it out. A lot of times I over apply my blush and it's perfect because I feel like blush is the fastest thing to fade. A good thing if you're unsure of how much blush to add, come back when you're done your makeup look and reassess, because once your eyes are done, sometimes you feel like you need more blush. If you add too much blush, like I might have done here, but I can always go back and add powder on top of it, or just take a blush, like a clean side of your brush, and blend it out. I'm going to add a bit to the nose, a bit to the chin and the forehead just to balance the face. I think this look is coming together. It's really pretty. Okay, so I kind of want to do like nothing on the lower lash line. I think it's really pretty the way it is, but I think I'm going to still. So I'm going to go in with a firm shader brush. This is an E57, and I'm going to dip right into Thorns. So I'm not using Twilight. Okay, Thorns is the color I'm going to like start with here. Tap off the brush, and I'm going to press this into the lower lashes. And I think I'm going to stay towards the outside. This is an E27. I'm going to take that same shade and I'm going to mix it with Leather. So these two colors here. Tap off the brush and I'm going to blend it out. Okay. Going in with another brush to just kind of blend out the outside corner here, make sure there's no weird edges. I feel like I do need some kind of liner. Either I could do like a peach colored liner, like a skin toned liner, so that it looks like my eyes are really wide open, and then just do liner on the top, or I could do green. So I actually do have a green. This is a Morphe one I've never used before. I don't think I've really used it. The shade color is Falling for Green, so I'm going to line my waterline to see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to line the upper lash line. Or do we want to? Maybe we just want to do lashes. That would be pretty. I've got these really awesome lashes. Maybe we'll do that instead because I really like how this is looking. I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Glow Glide Face Architect Highlighter. This has been like my favorite go-to highlighter ever since I got it. So we're going to start by highlighting the nose, cheekbones, between the brows, a little bit underneath the eyebrow, and then I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to apply as much mascara as my lashes can handle, and then put on lashes, and we will be right back. Alright guys, that is the completed look. I added the lashes. I feel like they're a little bit too big for my eye, but I made sure that they are not coming off. They are glued down with minimal glue. I just have a really good one that actually works. And I love the green sparkle on the lid. I think that is so gorgeous. And the lip color is perfection. I don't like a heavy lip when it comes to when I have my eyes done. I just like my lips minimal. So that is it for this date night look. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did creating it for you. So this could definitely be a holiday look, or it could be a fall look as well. So thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new, please consider subscribing. Click on the bell button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.